Hello students, in our last video we learnt about how an algebraic expression looks like. We learnt about coefficients, terms, degrees, variables, okay, and we learnt about the standard form in which a polynomial is written or expressed. Now we'll learn about the different types of polynomials. Okay, what are the different types of polynomials? The different types of polynomials are dependent on the degrees of polynomials. So I'll just we'll have a look. Okay, what are they? So different types of polynomials. So there are 4 polynomials based on degrees. Which are they? Let's start with the first polynomial. So first polynomial is called as a linear polynomial. As the name suggests, linear, it means the polynomial of has to have a degree 1. So the degree will be equal to 1. So it will have 1 degree. That means it will have an equation something along these lines. So 2x plus 3. Okay, 2x plus 3. So what is the degree of the variable over here? 1. X is raised to 1. So this is called as a linear polynomial. So it is usually in this form, ax plus b, okay, where a and b are real numbers, okay, and a is not equal to 0. A is not equal to 0. So I'll be putting the definitions of these 4 linear polynomials in the description box. Kindly have a look at them. But I think this example should be good enough for you to understand what do the 4 different types of polynomials are. Okay, so linear polynomial means where the degree is 1. So ax plus b, where x is raised to 1. So it will be of this form. I'll just write that form down here so you will be able to compare it. So let's take the example. Example over here is 2x plus 3. Okay. Next one is known as quadratic polynomial. In a quadratic polynomial, the degree is equal to 2. Have a look. The degree is 2. The highest degree is 2. We are looking only at the highest degrees of that polynomial. In this case, there were 2 degrees. One was x and one was 0. And here it is 2, 1 and 0. But we are interested only in the highest degree, and that is 2 over here. Okay, so 2x square plus 3x plus 1. And it's like in the form ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, ax square, where a, b and c are real numbers, okay, and a should not be equal to 0. So a, remember, because if it becomes, even in this case, if a becomes equal to 0, so we substitute a as 0, it will be 0 into x square, which is what? 0. Then it will become a linear polynomial. It will become a linear polynomial. Similarly over here, if a is equal to 0 and b is also equal to 0, so here a will be equal to 0 and b also will become equal to 0. So 0 into x will be 0, and then we'll get just 3. That's a constant. Okay, that's a constant. It is not a polynomial. To be in the polynomial form, it has to be at least this much. Okay, so remember, the coefficient of the degree, highest degree, should not be equal to 0. So this is a quadratic polynomial, and most of our examples that we will be facing in SSC will be about quadratic polynomials. Let's go to the next polynomial, known as the cubic polynomial. In a cubic polynomial, the degree is equal to 3. The highest degree is 3. So have a look at the example, 2x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 1, where 3 is the highest degree. Similarly as explained in the first and the second example, that is in linear and quadratic polynomials, the coefficient of the highest degree should not be equal to 0. It can be any number, it can be even a negative number, so it can be any real number, but it should not be equal to 0. Otherwise, even if we have a higher degree than 3, it will be pointless, okay, because it becomes 0. Anything multiplied with 0 becomes 0, remember that, okay. So this is the known as a cubic polynomial, and the final one we have is called as a biquadratic or quartic polynomial. In a biquadratic or quartic polynomial, degree is 4, the highest degree is 4. Have a look over here, the highest degree is 4. Now the coefficient once again should of the high degree should not be equal to 0, and the coefficients of all of these terms should be a real number. That is, it should be, we have learned about real numbers, we learned about so in the previous year, that is sorry. So these are real numbers, that is 2, 3, here is 1, 1, and so forth. Now, so these are the four different types of polynomial. That is linear polynomial having highest degree as 1. Then we have quadratic polynomial having the highest degree as 2. Then the cubic polynomial having highest degree as 3, and the biquadratic or quartic polynomial having the highest degree as 4. Next we learn about is the value of the polynomial. So polynomial, when you put p of x, the x can have a value. Let's see what it is. The value of a polynomial said, like if p of x is a polynomial in x, and if alpha is any real constant, then the real number obtained by replacing x by alpha in p of x is called as the value of px at alpha and is denoted by p of alpha. What this means is, let's say we have p of x equal to 2x square plus 4x plus 3. This is our polynomial, which is a quadratic polynomial. Now in this case, if I replace x equal to 1, then this value can be substituted here and it will become p of 1 equal to 2, and wherever there is x, it will be substituted by 1. So 1 square, why 1 square? Because this was x square, plus 4 into 1 plus 3. So this will give you 1 raised to whole square is 1. So 2 into 1 plus 4 into 1 is 4 plus 3. This is 2 plus 4 plus 3, and this is 2, 6, 6 plus 3, 9. What does this mean is that when the value of x is equal to 1, p of that value becomes equal to 9, and the value will keep changing based on this. Hence I told you in the previous video that x is a variable which can change, it can vary, it can differ, it can keep changing based on the value. So if over here x becomes equal to 1, then similarly if x over here is changed to minus 1, then this will become minus 1, minus 1, this remains the same. So minus 1 whole square is still equal to 1, but 4 into minus 1 becomes minus 4, and then this will become 2 minus 4 plus 3, which is what? Which is just 1. So at minus 1, so this will become minus 1 over here. So at p of minus 1, the value will become 1. So this helps in getting values of graphs. So we have done graphs in our previous year, that is in the 9th standard, okay, wherein we substituted values of x and y to get different points, if you remember how we drew graphs, linear equations, one variable and so forth. So similarly over here, this is known as the value of polynomial, which we find out by substituting the value of x. If x is given, then it is x. If it is y, then y. So the doesn't matter which letter comes in place of the variable, but variable tells you that it can always change based on the value you put in place of x. So x will be replaced. So in this case, -1 or 1 that I had shown you previously is nothing but alpha. So that value of px at that, so value of that polynomial, this signifies that the value of this polynomial at this particular value or point is equal to 1. Okay, understood? So value of this particular polynomial, this polynomial is given as p of x. Now at x equal to -1, the value of this polynomial becomes 1. That is what it means. So this is called as the value of the polynomial. Next we will move on to the zero of a polynomial. I'll just introduce what is a zero of a polynomial, and then we'll look to solve few examples in the following videos. Okay, so a zero of a polynomial, it is a real number. A real number is called a zero of a polynomial if polynomial p of x, if p of alpha is equal to 0. That is, a zero of a polynomial is the value of the variable for which the value of the polynomial becomes 0. Let us see what it means. Let's take one example to understand what this definition means and what is a zero of a polynomial. Let's take p of x is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8, and in place of x, that is alpha, will take as, let's say x will take as will take x as 4. Let's see what we get. P of 4 equal to 4 square minus 2 4 minus 8. Let's see what we get. 4 square is 16 minus 8, so that comes to 0. Okay, because minus 8 and minus 8 will give you minus 16. So 16 minus 16 is 0. Okay, so p of 4 we got this. So let's take another example. Okay, similarly over here, when x is equal to minus 2, in this what happens? Take p of minus 2, so this will become minus 2 whole square minus 2 into minus 2 minus 8. Minus 2 whole square becomes 4, because minus 2 into minus 2 becomes positive 4. Same way, minus 2 into minus 2 will also become positive 4 and minus 8. So 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 minus 8 is 0. So these two are zeros of, known as the zeros of the polynomial. What are known as the zeros of the polynomial? In this case, x is equal to 4, x is equal to 4 and x is equal to minus 2 are known as zeros of the polynomial. Why they are known as zeros of the polynomial? Because when you substitute the value of x as this, the polynomial becomes 0. So when the polynomial becomes 0 upon substituting a value of x, then the polynomial is known as then the value that you substituted becomes the 0 of that particular polynomial. We'll take another example to see how all the numbers, real numbers, are not polynomial zeros of the polynomial. Let's take, instead of x equal to 4, we'll take x equal to minus 4 and see, let's see what we get. Okay. So p of minus 4 whole square minus 2 into minus 4 minus 8. This become minus 4 into minus 4 becomes 16, and minus 2 into minus 4 will become 8, positive 8 and minus 8. So positive 8 minus 8 cancels, becomes 0, and what we are left with 16. So you are not getting 0. If you are not getting 0, that means this value which you substituted in place of x is not a 0 of this particular polynomial that we are looking to solve. So these are known as the zeros of the polynomial, and we will solve more problems on the zeros of the polynomial in our next video. Thank you.